Welcome, welcome, welcome. The Perched Poetry Literary Aviary is about to give wings to Sonnet 135 by William Shakespeare. Let's get a bird's eye view of this classic. Now, if we look past the dizzying, almost obsessive repetition of that single name, Will, we can see that Shakespeare is actually weaponizing the pun as a form of spiritual and physical siege, claiming that the beloved's identity is so vast and voracious that it can and should subsume his entire existence into her own. The poem argues that true intimacy is a kind of linguistic and bodily overplus, where the self is finally, and perhaps happily, lost in the sheer abundance of the other. Pay close attention, particularly in that third quatrain, to the way the sea imagery transforms the act of submission into a natural, inevitable law of physics. But enough talk, let's take a listen, shall we?
William Shakespeare's Sonnet 135. Whoever hath her wish, thou hast thy will, and will to boot, and will in overplus. More than enough am I that vex thee still, to thy sweet will, making addition thus. Wilt thou, whose will is large and spacious, not once vouchsafe to hide my will in thine? Shall will in others seem right gracious, and in my will no fair acceptance shine? The sea all water, yet receives rain still, and in abundance addeth to his store. So thou, being rich in will, add to thy will one will of mine, to make thy large will more. Let no unkind, no fair beseechers kill. Think all but one, and me in that one will.
There is a specific kind of electricity that Lady Shrike brings to these poems, stunning, sharp, and deeply felt. Now, the real turn happens when the speaker pivots from complaining about his exclusion to arguing that adding his will to hers is actually a favor to her. By comparing her to the ocean, he suggests that she is so rich in will that she is never actually full, and that his own desire is merely a necessary rain that completes her vastness. You've got to go back and listen to the way he begs her to think all but one, because he's banking on the idea that if he can just blur the lines of their names, he can sneak into her heart under the cover of a syllable. This sonnet reminds us that sometimes the only way to survive a powerful love is to stop fighting for your own territory and just let yourself be drowned in the spacious reality of the person you adore. It's a clever, desperate, and deeply human bit of wordplay. You really should go back and take at least one more listen to fully appreciate this classic. But either way, thank y'all very much for joining us, and always remember,
These words took wing because of an educator's little friends. Join the flock by helping us feed the birds, finding our books on Amazon, or using one of our classroom apps. All the links are in the description. Happy reading, and keep soaring.